You can order the parking brake shoes used in the video on the CarParts.com website via the link in the description. Turn off your vehicle's ignition. Set the parking brake. Pull the hood release handle and open the hood. Open the brake fluid reservoir. Loosen the wheel lug nuts on the rear wheels. Lift the rear of your vehicle. We strongly suggest watching our video on how to jack your Ram 1500 safely before carrying out this step. Place the vehicle on the jack stands. In order to change the parking brake shoes on your vehicle, you will need to take off the wheels to have full access. Don't forget to put the wheels under the vehicle. Before you change the parking brake shoes, we recommend watching our video, How to Replace the Rear Brakes Dodge Ram 1500. We show you how to remove the brake caliper, brake pads, and brake discs if you decide to change them too, as we did in the video. It is now necessary to release the parking brake in order to clear the grip of the drum brake shoes on the disc. Sometimes this is not enough to remove the disc. You will have to remove the shutter cover located behind the anchor plate with a flathead screwdriver. You can now reach the adjustment mechanism of the brake shoes and retract the brake shoes until the disc is free. Sometimes the disc may get stuck on the hub. If this happens, use a hammer to remove it. Finally, remove the disc. Now you can see your car's parking brake shoes. Hey, it's Alex from CarParts.com. If you enjoyed this video and want to support us, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, back to work. Using a flathead screwdriver, apply pressure to the hold-down clip to release it. Do the same on the other side. Remove the hold-down pins from the other side of the anchor plate. Using the flathead screwdriver, pry off the top of the brake shoes, then remove the adjuster. Next, remove the upper spring. Using the flathead screwdriver, pry off the bottom of the brake shoes to disengage them from the parking brake shoes lever. You can now take the parking brake shoes off by pulling them apart and removing them from the bottom. Make sure the parking brake shoes lever is working properly. Clean the rear brake backing plate with brake cleaner. Grease the bearing surfaces of the brake shoes with copper grease. You can order the parking brake shoes used in the video on the CarParts.com website via the link in the description. Take the parking brake shoes and the springs. Install the first lower spring on the rear of a brake shoe and put the brake shoe in place by passing the spring above the parking brake lever. Take the first hold-down pin and hold-down clip. Put them back in place on the brake shoe. Then lock down the hold pin using the needle nose pliers. Take the second brake shoe. Hang the first lower spring on it. Next, using the flathead screwdriver, slot the parking brake shoes into position. Take the second lower spring and install it using the needle nose pliers. Put the second hold-down pin and hold-down clip in place. Take the new adjuster. Then reposition the adjuster on the brake shoes. Take the upper spring and put it in place on the brake shoes using the needle nose pliers. If you want to know which tools and parts we use in this video, just check the description and you'll find everything you need. Clean the wheel hub with a wire brush. Finish with brake cleaner and wipe with a paper towel. Also, clean the surface of contact between the brake shoes and the disc. Now you can put the rear brake system back in place. To do so, we recommend watching our video, How to Replace the Rear Brakes Dodge Ram 1500. Now you need to readjust the brake shoes. Tighten the adjustment mechanism until there is a slight friction between the brake shoes and the disc, which means that the brake shoes are perfectly spaced for your handbrake to work properly. Install the new shutter cover. Then you will be able to put the wheels back on your vehicle. Put the car back on the ground and block the wheels properly. Don't forget to screw the brake fluid cap back on before starting the car. Attention! Before using your vehicle again, start your car and pump the brake pedal a few times to push the brake pads together again. Try to drive smoothly and avoid sudden braking for the first 30 miles or so to avoid glazing the new pads. Operation complete.